Hey everyone, look what I got here. This is the clams. Yes. So you see the fogginess that's in the water here. It's staying relatively clean. You can still see the rocks, you can see the drop off, but it has a bit of a cloudiness to it. And if we want to really clean this up and get it nice and clear, we're gonna need some of Mother Nature's help. And if we're gonna use some help, we might as well use something we can eat to keep this permaculture and keep it good. So I got some really nice clams, and we're gonna open them up. Let me see. You got a good view? Yeah, you got a good view. All right, so a handy dandy knife here. These guys came all the way from Florida, but I think they're on ice. It feels pretty cold in the box. There we go. Oh yeah. Paper. In the bag. Feels fairly cool. So I want to make sure that these guys are alive, and I want to make sure before I throw them in the deep end. So we're going to throw them in the filter area. Let's pull them out and see here. I think I know why they're so expensive, the shipping and the amount of bags. Oh, here's bag number 3. How many bags will there be on bag number 3? See, that one's the tightest one. Right? There we go. And in here we got, it's like 2 pouches. Open this up. And here we got some clams. And both of them. Sweet. They look like they're doing alright. Looks like they put them in some clammy water. Yeah. Well, they don't look dead. So, they look alive. And one thing nice is these razor clams. See, these are the things that you get at the Asian restaurant. You know, that you saute up. This guy might be. You having issues? Yeah, it looks like we got a dead guy in there. Alright, let's get all these guys in the water, because there's going to be a lot more food in there for them. And we're going to put them in the skimmer. Grab the blade with us so we can open them. We're going to put them in the skimmer so that way they can get plenty of food and I can keep an eye on them. Because they're not going to be able to burrow down in the volcanic rock. And then I can make sure that they're alive and well before I throw them in the deep end of the pond. So if you don't have ducks, then you're going to want to make sure that there's plenty of like dirt on the bottom of your pond. If it's a clay pond, you don't have to worry about it. They like sand and looser areas, but the ducks, they will ducks will fill your pond. So they just keep pooping in the pond, and they create sand and heavy stuff that sinks down. They literally make sand. So see, I added a stainless steel screen right here. One that won't rust, and 2 that's stopping a lot of the feathers from flowing through. I was having this starting to get lower and things get kind of clogged up fairly quicker, and I'm like, this is actually a better solution than the holes in the side, because I can't really control the water level too well, and only having like a few holes on the side of this rim to try and, you know, fluctuate from wasn't enough. So now the whole entire entrance, and then all you gotta do is just grab the feathers right off the front. Makes it simple and easier. And this is flowing much nicer. So the water was actually getting lower and I wasn't getting as good as flow. So without further ado, see, you can see in here it's not that deep, and they're not going to be able to really burrow in there. So we'll set you here. Give you a view. Boom. Okay. So then we can eventually just throw these guys in the pond there. So temperature feels about the same. Actually, probably good. Acclimate them a little bit. Yeah, give them a second, but let them be in here. Go ahead and open the rest. That way they at least getting some air in there. Yeah. There we go. So we'll go ahead and just toss these guys in. There you go. Throw them all in on the same side, so it'll be easier to find them and collect them. We'll throw these guys over here. Oh. Yeah, this guy, see, he's definitely gone. He's a goner. Not even, can't eat him because he was gone when we got him. But you see, these are the oh, yeah, see, he's gone. So these are the yummy guys that you eat at the restaurant. Typically, they'll pull them off and they put the little cheese and stuff on them. They're a lot bigger like this. So by putting these guys in here and letting them live and eat and reproduce, every once in a while you'll be able to come through and collect some clams and eat them. And then plus, the clam shells, you can crush them down and feed these to your birds as for calcium for their eggs. So it's a great additional calcium source, and they're pulling the minerals out of the water and making this for you. So the ducks put the minerals in the water, the clams pull the minerals out of the water, and they'll make this water super clear and really nice and clean. So, and we just give them some time to work. So what I'll do is I'll come back in a couple hours and just make sure that these guys are all of them are still closed. So, and if they're all doing good and they're not sprung open, when clams die, they open up because their muscle can't hold it closed anymore. And their spring naturally like opens it. Oop. There we go. Yeah. So I want to thank you guys all for joining me today in this experiment, and we're gonna get this pond nice and clean. Gonna check these guys. Yeah. Nice. Most of them are a little smaller, but you know, they'll grow. Yeah, see how it's open? Or it's closed, but he looks like he's alive. So, yeah, we'll come back in a little bit and see. Looks like they're getting a bite to eat, filtering. See how they're, you can kind of see how they look like they're, you can see their slits right there. You see how they're a little fat? They're not like super closed anymore. Yeah, they're starting to open that up. They're going to just sit there and eat. And they're going to help with the filtration process. This water is going to get clearer and clearer, and they're going to reproduce, and they're going to just spread, and they'll be a great food source too. And the byproduct of the shells will be great for the ducks, so you get that whole closed loop system. So again, make sure you hit the subscribe, little bell notification, and the like, because you want to keep joining us for all these sweet things that we're doing. And hey, we got the new solar box in, just installed it, so it's charging up, and we'll be testing out the pump here soon. We just have to give it time for the solar panel to get it charged up. See you next video. Peace out till next time. Nicole's over there feeding them, and these clams are definitely alive. So I'm throwing them in. So you can see, pull them up. You see how they're slightly open and they close. Their little fingers up front here. Those guys just kind of suck right back inside. So I don't think they'll be the happiest in the skimmer just because of all the volcanic rock. You know, they want to be able to burrow down into the sand. And I know the girls have given enough sand in there already with the months of poo that they produced to give these guys a nice, happy place to be. So they just kind of close up. That's nice that there's only one that was dead. I mean, it'd been awesome if all of them were alive, especially with how expensive they are. It's amazing how expensive clams are. I was like, can I just buy them to eat? I tried finding some in the store, but I couldn't find any of the freshwater clams. Well, if I miss one, it won't be the biggest deal. Let's see these guys. See how they kind of close up there? That's neat. These guys are going to filter this pond and make it look beautiful. All the water is going to be super clean. Yeah. I think that's all of them. Yep, all 20 clams. All 20 of them. With this stainless steel here, this thing is going to stay so much cleaner. Yeah, and then the filter will be able to do a lot better of the job. And with all the screen, that allows a lot of water flow in before that gets clogged. And it's easy enough just to shake off to clean it. Alright, see you next time. Yeah, that's a dead clam shell. She ate it out as soon as I got it. Look at, they're trying to eat the shell, the whole thing. The girls aren't going to be able to eat that. It's too big. But that got them excited. And there's clams in here now. Clams will be raised in here, so this is going to be a lot of fun.